How y'all doing? Welcome to another edition in the gym. I'm gonna go back to the old school Hulk hires, baby. That was my nickname back in the day when I was powerlifting. Had Hulk training systems, so we're going some Hulk training systems. We'll work out, get some tricep action going, and have a little fun with some triceps. You know, we're gonna talk about what to do, and maybe some rep schemes and different ways you can do these exercises. So, like in all areas of your life, I have some shirts coming out and it says no choice. Growth, legacy, impact. Growth, legacy, impact, no choice. So let me share a quick story for you. The other day I had the film crew coming in, 42 Lines Creative, coming in to do my podcast. I wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't feeling it. I just, that morning, just kind of sluggish for some reason. And we have to understand we're not always going to feel like, on top of the world. So I had this moment where I'm not feeling on top of the world. So I said, hey, listen, I have no choice. They're coming in. I have to bring it at a high level on this podcast. And I was still really trying to put together all what I was going to say on this podcast. And I said, you know what? I just got to do it. No choice. I pounded it out, got all my stuff together, and then guess what? In that podcast, I really fully understood how impactful the last thing I said was, and I talked about it, and that's no choice. No choice. I had no choice but to bring it that day because I had the film crew coming on. I have no choice today but to work out right now because the film crew's here. I'm paying them money to film me. I have no choice but to make myself the best version of myself and get bigger, stronger, faster because they're here. You're here. You're watching me. I have to grow. I have to build legacy, and I have to have impact. And I want to have all those things for you, but I have no choice. What are you going to do today to put yourself in a no choice situation? You could be a father of 3 and just working at UPS. I was talking to my marketing assistant, Kristen. I said, let me talk about your dad. What drove him to get out there every single day, not miss days, and work for his family? Because he loves his family. He wants to provide for him. So he felt like he had no choice. Put yourself in no choice situations. Get clarity and just freaking go out there and box yourself in. No choice. So we've got no choice but to work out, get better, get stronger, build a legacy, build an impact. Let's go. All right. First exercise, I just got some 10-pound little weights here. You can use a little dumbbell, whatever you want to. This exercise does not take a lot of weight. Don't go crazy on it. This is another one of those movements I talk about. Talked about a story before about somebody bragging about how much they can shrug. Nobody gives a crap, okay? Nobody gives a crap how much you can do on these exercises. This is about warming up. This is about loosening your body up. This is about recovery for later. So you're doing things to warm up and recover for later. Very little muscles right here, which is in your rotator cuff. You're gonna warm up your shoulders, all that, and a little bit in your very, rear delts. So we wanna warm those up because we're gonna do triceps today. Maybe I failed to mention that because I'm just amped up and I got no choice but to crush it today. And that is, we're gonna get some triceps, like I said, today. We're gonna do some different things. I did mention it, so I don't know what I'm talking about today, but that's okay. Sometimes you don't, you just roll with it. Roll, let's roll. These ITYs. This is just a good movement to warm you up. I mean, I'm feeling it. And I tell you what, the pain is fun. It definitely, you can feel it. I've seen really strong guys get really wore out just doing these. You can you can really feel the burn. It's really beautiful. It's a beautiful burn, and it really warms you up. You don't have to use a lot of weight. Like I said, slight incline. You're gonna notice I don't have an incline bench here. That's okay. I have Elite Fitness, Elite FTS, Elite Fitness. Go to elitefitnessfts.com. Get this box. It's styrofoam, believe it or not. It's a hardened styrofoam, and you can do a lot of things with this. Box squats, you can use this to prop. You can do incline bench with it. Put it on there, very useful. Step ups, a ton of things, and it is solid. You can hold my fat butt with a whole lot of weight, so it is solid. So you wanna do these exercises, 10, 15 reps, 8 to 10, whatever. Something to kind of warm it up, three or four sets, and really warm up, loosen up those muscles for the other exercise you have. So I'll do them one more time. So, very simple exercise. I'll tell you what, I've had almost every single one of the people I train. I used to train powerlifters and strength athletes all the time. I loved it, and I loved training people. That was one of the things I had them do almost every workout, especially before any time they would use their shoulders, triceps, all that. Really warm it up, check those out. 10-pound plates, 5-pound plates is about all it takes. All right, we got the tricep, hitting into the triceps. Compound movement. That is where you gain the most leverage. Compound movement. Isolation is good, but compound movements is where all the meat and potatoes are. So you cannot, in business, do anything if you don't have the layer, the ground floor done, the cement, all that. You can't build that house, whatever you want to say, but you have to build the foundation first. And the foundation is compound movement. This is just a close grip bench press. It's going to work the triceps. It's going to work, of course, some front delts. It's going to work some chest as well. That's okay. A lot of mistakes that people make on bench press and on triceps, especially here with the close grip bench, is they will do this number right here, and they will stick those out like chicken wings, okay? They're out here flapping, and they're like, oh my gosh, like I'm having so much pain here. Well, guess what? Here's the thing you're gonna do. So let me see if I can kind of angle it here, just like this. So when you come down, not this, you're gonna do this. You're gonna pull your elbows in just a little bit to where it's by your side, and you're gonna press up. That's gonna place the most of the emphasis on the triceps, and you're gonna obviously hit the other muscles, but you don't wanna chicken wing it and have that out. So listen, no choice. Ain't got no choice but to do it. No choice. Set up on a bench. Pull your shoulder blades together. Couple things there you're going to notice. Like step on the bench, you can put your feet different places. I can go through a ton on that alone. We can get in that later. But you do want to kind of pull your shoulder blades together, set up on the bench to where you're in position. I'm going to bring it out, bring those elbows in, press up. You're going to notice I didn't like sink it into my chest. I'm trying to work triceps. So I even stopped like right when it kind of hit my shirt and not all the way into my chest to really emphasize and kind of hold that. So you can hold it down there and work a little bit more muscle and time under tension. Time under tension is what builds muscle. Just like in business, just in life, you have to get under tension. You have to make it hard. So you can even take 135 pounds or you can take other weights, they're not as hard, make them tougher. Time under tension is what builds the muscle. No choice. All right, we're gonna get into a tricep extension, like a JM press. There's different things you can call it. You're gonna come down more to, right in the middle of your neck, upper chest right there, instead of a skull crusher. It's less painful on your elbows. And I've used massive weight on this back in the day when I was really strong. Listen, I got a tricep injury really bad, tore my pec. It stemmed first from a car wreck, a really bad car wreck. I was benching 535 raw bench press, pause, boom. Not your high school days where people lie. I actually did that. So come down, pressed, then I ended up getting a really bad car wreck, and somehow I just shoved my arm really weird on my left arm and tore my tricep. I went through some rehab, went to a contest, won a contest in bench press, and that was cool. Won best lifter. But on my third lift, I went to push up, and felt another pop in my tricep. So it just never really recovered. I ended up still competing for years and having a really good bench press, but I couldn't quite push it past where I was before, or quite where I was before the car wreck. But I was close. So it was always a struggle. And then what happens over time? You end up compensating, and you hurt something else, which is what I did. But what I could tell you is that certainly there's things I could have done differently. Certainly I could have not went so heavy certain times and still competed. What I can tell you is, no matter what, there is no safeguards in life and in business that you're not going to fall down, you're not going to have injuries, and you're going to have to overcome them. What I can tell you is that, you can recover from them. You can rise up. And like me, I don't lift as much weight. I don't even try to lift as much weight on my upper body, but can I get bigger, and look good there? Absolutely can. Don't have to move the same weight. Maybe you have to make an adjustment in business, in the gym, but that doesn't mean you don't stop. Doesn't mean you stop going. Remember, no choice, no choice, no choice for growth, legacy, and impact. If I'm in a gym now, can I make impact? Can I grow? Can I build a legacy and help you all do the same things, even if I'm not lifting the same weights? Absolutely. It's all about the grind. It's all about the no choice. It's all about doing whatever you can to keep moving forward and keep taking another step. Keep taking another step, guys. Stop giving excuses. Build the walls around what you're going to do to have no choice, and go forward and just pound the weights, pound the pavement, make the next call. No choice. You're gonna notice how you can stop right here. So let's come down, hit that tricep, try to keep the elbows in. You're gonna flare them a little bit. It's gonna happen sometimes. Don't form police it, okay? I can tell you, I'm feeling the triceps. You're gonna feel it some other places because it still has some compound movement effects in it, but you're gonna feel it. It's gonna hit the tricep heads, all tricep heads. And bench press, if you're trying to increase your bench press, overall body, triceps are 2/3 of your, if you're trying to just get bigger arms, they're 2/3 of your arms. And they're the biggest part of your bench press, not actually the chest. So work the triceps, baby. Tricep push downs. Very basic, you've probably done them before. We're gonna do them with a band today. I wanna talk that through it real quick. We don't wanna, you don't want to talk it to death. It's a tricep push down. Just going to talk about a few little things. So remember, what are you going to do today in your business that you're going to have no choice? Let me ask you this. If you had a meeting with an important client, important CEO, a date with somebody that you really, really loved, would you feel like you even had a choice not to go, not to show up on time? It'd be a no choice, wouldn't it? Because it doesn't even cross your mind. You set that barrier of anything else, coming in the way. It's no choice. Well, when you're going to make an hour call block to someone, do you have the same attitude? Is it a no choice situation? Do you set up your day in such a way that it's no choice? Do you set up your mentality that it's no choice? Do you set up your workouts it's no choice? Remember, have you ever went out there and you have the alarm right beside you and you're right there in bed, and then right before you go to bed you say, I'm gonna try to work out tomorrow. You hit the snooze 4 times and you say, screw it, I'll work out tomorrow. There's choice. You gave yourself choice. You gave yourself a way out. What's no choice? The alarm is across the room. Your stuff is set out. The alarm goes off. You have to get out, jump out of bed, walk over and turn off the alarm. You've already set into motion no choice. Your clothes are out. You have no choice to put them on at this point. It's a no choice situation. All that is out of the question. Listen, you gotta stop thinking that you're so strong, that you're so good, that you can keep having all these choices and then you're gonna make the right choice every time. You gotta set yourself up for no choice. No choice in your day, in your workouts, whatever you're doing. No choice. All right, let's do some triceps here. Just push downs, and I'm gonna kind of come out a little bit, try to hit the tricep head there really tight. You can go out a little further. I'm gonna try not to pull this off onto my head though. So that would be a good video though. We'll keep it in there. I promise you, if I hit myself with this bar, we will keep it in there. So just keep pushing it down. You're gonna come out a little bit. Try to really lock that out. You know, the good thing about a band is within the time frame that you're doing it. First of all, you see I set it up here, not here, because this is a really strong band. This is from Elite FTS. You can get them there. You can go to rogue.com, I think roguefitness.com as well. But it's a good tricep band. You can set that up at your house, just loop it around like I did, and go to town, because you can make it harder. You can go way up here, try to push it, and that is tough. Hard for me to get it down. I can go down the list, go down the band a little bit. And then I can just keep on as I'm getting tired, keep doing that number. And then I'm down here and I'm just barely going, trying to really push that tricep. So very simple, get you a band and hit the triceps. All right, we're gonna do some tricep overhead extensions. We're gonna use the band again. So a lot of times you don't have a gym. You know, this is not a bad setup right here. We have a power rack, we have some weights and have some bands. A lot of times you don't need all the fancy equipment and tons of equipment to get a big workout. And remember, compound movements, that's squat, bench, deadlift, overhead presses, all that stuff that's really compound, close grip bench press. You can go to incline bench press, incline close grip bench press. There's just tons of things you can do, compound movement right inside the rack. Then get you some bands and do some finishers. I didn't go over too much of like the rep schemes. It all depends on where you're at in your training cycle and where you are on your level. But what I'd say is a lot of your compound movements, you could even go doing 5 to 8 reps is a lot of times to put on some good mass. You don't have to put in 15, 20 reps. A lot of times on your accessories, you can stay more in that 8 to 12 to 15, sometimes bust out 20, 25, depending, and kind of just push yourself. So you want to change it up. The compound movements, again, keep them at a little bit of lower rep scheme. Get a little stronger. That's going to really make dense muscles. Even if you're not trying to get huge, that's all in your diet. So if you're a woman out there and trying to get just good and lean, that's really good. One tip I can tell you, and one thing I see hugely wrong with people is they always say, I'm going to lose weight and then I'm going to work out. That's wrong, because while you're doing so much yo-yoing and while you're gaining more weight back and more fat back the next time, is because you have less muscle mass. As you go and diet down, then you're not lifting, you're not gaining some or maintaining muscle, you're losing muscle mass, and then you're going to gain more fat back and all that when you go back to possibly bad eating. But anyway, you want to go ahead, if you're trying to lose weight, it's not about the scale, it's about how you look, how you feel, and make sure that you do some kind of resistance training. All right, so let's do these overhead tricep extensions. I'm just gonna step around here. I'm just gonna take this right here, come straight out. Pretty easy movement, just come straight out, hit the triceps. Okay, we're just gonna finish off. This is just a finisher, nothing too extreme. I've laid a barbell right here on the rack, and I'm just gonna grab it, put my feet back, keep my elbows a little tighter, hit the triceps, just do some reps, just trying to get some reps in, blood flow, and remember this is again kind of a compound movement, so it's gonna hit some different muscles, but you're gonna hit those triceps, kind of finishing off, just have a little fun with it. Step back. So it depends how far you want to step back, just, My triceps are like about done at this point, but we're just gonna finish them off strong. That's all I got. All right, finished another workout. Hulk Training Systems, back and live. HiresCoaching.com. We are in it to win it every single day, and to make you the best person, the best version of yourself, to be fit, be ready to make more calls, ready to make more impact, to grow, to leave a legacy. So this is part of it. You have to have the energy to go out there and crush your day, to be able to play with your kids, to be able to just live life to its fullest. You can't do that unless you're in shape. So I'm loving this journey. Hope is not a plan of action. When I become more in shape and bigger, stronger, faster again, it's gonna not only be awesome to feel, and I'm gonna look and say, wow, I look so much better. It's going to help my business and help my personal life. And so I was in impeccable shape for so many years, let myself get drawn down by the BS that I don't have time because I'm doing business. I've got back into it before, but now I'm trying to push it to a higher level to hopefully inspire you out there to become the best version of yourself, to realize, listen, that is what I have to do to be a better business person, a better father, a better wife, a better parent, all these things. So remember, on your exercises, get a good warm up. Stretching, I didn't ever talk about that. You don't need to stretch a ton before you work out. It's actually better to stretch after you work out. That is the best time to stretch, and stretch throughout the day, different times during the day. That's gonna be the best thing. Get in there, get the warm up in, get some blood flowing, get some compound movements, do some other finisher exercises, get that heart rate up, get your cardio in, do something to make yourself be the most vibrant person you can. But remember, it's no choice. No choice. I want you today, when you go out there and after this video, I want you to put in 3 things that are no choice. No choice. So you're gonna block it in. Is it gonna be tomorrow morning that you're gonna wake up early on a Saturday and you're gonna set your alarm across the room and get up and say, you know what? I got everything laid out. I have no choice now to work out. Or what are you gonna do to no choice it into making more calls? What are you gonna do to no choice it into pouring into your loved ones? What is the no choice that you're gonna barricade and you have no choice to do that? You are very strong. You're stronger than what you think. But what I can tell you is that you can't be bogged down by choices. You have to set up boundaries to only have so many choices a day. and say, hey, listen, this is my goal, this is my ambition, this is my legacy I want to leave, this is the impact I want to have. And you set up those boundaries and you freaking go get it. No choice. No choice. God bless you. Go be someone's hero. Limited risk equals limited income, and no choice.